Yo, man, what's going on, everybody, man? You already know what time it is, man. We back again with another crazy lit reaction video, man. By the title and thumbnail, y'all already see what y'all are about to expect, so I don't really got to do too much talking, man. But before we get into anything, can you all do me a huge solid, man? 1 like equals 1,000 prayers, man. So if you prayed up right now, you want some prayers sent your way, hit that like button, man. Show some love, man. Show some support, man. You never know who might need it. Let's go ahead and push for 10,000 likes, and let's go ahead and get into this video.
Were 80s game shows mind control psyop? You bet. Staying home from school could have been really boring if it wasn't for all the game shows on. They showed us prizes galore, heavenly opportunities to people just like you and me. If I was standing in their spot, I could have won those prizes just as easily. There was no discernible talent of these people. They were just at the right place and got chosen. Man, my life sucked compared to these lives. All you need is that one opportunity. Don't forget, your life sucks the way it is. You need more. You need chances. But it doesn't take much. All you have to do is be part of it. Part of the chance to win, part of the chance to get what you deserve. In the movie The Island, we have a Jedi Master and a member of the Avengers in a game show. They're playing for the chance to be on the island, a beautiful place where heaven exists. But soon enough, they find out there is no island, there is no prize. The whole thing has been a big setup from the beginning to take from them, the willing participant.
I don't even think that I've ever met someone that actually played on one of the games, or just even a family feud with families being on a game. This is a question for you all below. Have you ever met anybody that was once a part of one of any of these games that were released between the 70s and the early 2000s? Because I'm not going to lie, I used to be watching them a lot, especially like The Price is Right, those type of games.
Why is no one questioning why Mark Zuckerberg is currently building a massive underground bunker in Hawaii? Listen carefully. It's scary. He's constructing a $100 million complex in Hawaii, which will include a subterranean bunker stocked with food and energy resources, named Kailua Ranch. The project is shaping up to be one of the most expensive personal projects in modern history. The complex will include a dozen buildings with 2 central mansions connected by a tunnel, leading to a 5,000 square foot underground bunker.
Wow.
The shelter will contain an escape hatch, living spaces, a mechanical room, and be constructed with blast-resistant concrete and steel doors. This initiative, while seeming like a simple security measure, brings to mind the controversy surrounding Epstein Island, infamously linked to pedophilia scandals. The secrecy and isolation of Kailua Ranch raise questions about the real purpose of these facilities. Could Zuckerberg's bunker potentially harbor activities as dark and unspoken as those alleged on Epstein Island? Share your thoughts in the comments.
I'm not too sure, but it's one thing I do want to let you all know. If the end is near, there's nothing that we can do to stop that man above.
Take a look at this interesting video. This was captured today,
Wow.
January 31st, 2024, off of Key West. And it was captured by a popular fisherman influencer that goes by the handle of Blacktip. They record a weird phenomenon in the sky. Could this be a natural cloud formation? Or does it look like UFOs? Take a look at this, and you tell me.
Bro, look at these clouds. What is going on? What is that?
Okay. But look over there, there's a circle on that's the actual cloud. Yeah. It's like a missing puzzle piece or something.
What is going on here with these clouds?
Yeah, that looks completely weird. To me, it looks like that there was some type of objects there at first that was possibly blending in with the sky. Kind of remind me of that movie with Keke Palmer and the actor from Get Out. Not sure if it was named, I think it was Jordan Poe movie. Yeah, this is an edit 100%. Yeah, that has to either be an edit or a drone, because if that was 100% real, people would be running like a chicken with their head cut off.
You know the Mars theory? You know the Mars theory?
That there's aliens on Mars?
Nah, there's a theory that Mars was the original planet that humans were from.
Okay.
Then something happened that we all had to fly to another planet and live on. There used to be like civilization that lived on Mars. Now back this. On Mars, there's an element on the periodic table called xenon. Xenon on Earth is only found, this is crazy,
And rust.
is only found after a nuclear explosion.
No.
Oh shit, that's not even the super mode button.
I said no.
What the hell? And it goes hand in hand now. What if on Mars there was a nuclear warfare, destroyed the whole planet, but people were able to escape just in time, landed on Earth, and they had to restart from nothing.
So we are the aliens.
We're the aliens. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's real shit. Like, this element's called xenon. It's prominent after nuclear explosion.
Wow. I'm not too informed on the whole nuclear standpoint and what really causes the chemical reaction. But if this whole substance, then this does raise us a lot of red flags on what could potentially be going on in Mars, and if there was any type of life that was ever upon that planet.
How am I just finding out that on the last game of Kobe's career, they gave out a Kobe toy that turns into a helicopter? Now, if you've seen this video I made, you're probably already aware of all the conspiracies surrounding his death. But a helicopter toy on the last game of his career, I mean, that just makes all of the helicopter stuff much more weirder. Like all the commercials predicting a helicopter crash. Check these out.
I'll see you again!
I believe they asked you. So I should have been.
Black Mama doesn't end. Heroes come and go.
But legends are forever.
That is probably one of the most creepiest things I have seen regarding the whole Kobe situation in forever. And it's just so creepy to know that everything revolving around Kobe and after his retirement had a lot to do with helicopters.
Adam came pre-programmed straight from the hand of God. He could walk, talk, name the animals, and get... Adam came pre-programmed straight from the hand of God. He could walk, talk, name the animals, and get married first day. He probably knew incredible amounts of information that was pre-programmed in, or after spending 100 years walking and talking with God, he just knew a lot of stuff that God told him. God would say, Adam, you see this tree right here? Watch this. You pull off the bark, scrape the inside, and chew on that. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's got vitamins. You need that, Adam. Probably a lot of the ancient medicines, you know, that cultures have are remnants of things left over from knowledge passed down by the ancients. Like, how did the first guy know you can take a willow tree and scrape the bark off and make vitamin C out of the tea? I mean, how did they know that? Who was the first guy to start chewing on a tree? I mean, you got to wonder. Somebody must have told them. So, if they're living 900 years and having huge families and learning an incredible amount, I don't know how far advanced they got before the flood came, but I suspect possibly even more advanced than we are today. And some people say, well, why don't we dig up their cities? Well, the problem is we're looking at what things that we need today and assuming that they needed them before the flood. Suppose they lived in a world with perfect weather. You don't need a house. Just go sleep on the grass. Suppose you lived in a world where none of the animals would harm you. All the animals were friendly. Everything's vegetarian, Genesis 1:29. Again, you don't need a house. And why don't we find their cars? Well, man, if you're 9 or 10 or 12 feet tall and can run 50 miles an hour, and everything's growing in your yard, you don't need to go anywhere anyway. Why do you need a highway system? Why do you need a car? You don't need airplanes. You don't need trains. So if you can think Garden of Eden conditions, the things that they needed would not be the same things that we need. After the flood, the people were still living to be 400 years old. So a lot of this knowledge would be retained. Now today, you know, about the time you know everything, you're 80 years old and you die. Now you can't pass it on to anybody else. But if you could live to be 400 or 500, you could pass on your knowledge to your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchild. So it'd just be a real different world back then. So a lot of this knowledge, I think, went to the grave. But in the old days, you could go talk to your great-great-great-great-grandfather and get advice. And he'd give you some really cool advice on how to do certain things.
That's actually a proven fact, biblically, of course.
Can you imagine a worldwide flood? Man, they talk about that for centuries. Actually, Arphaxad's daddy, Shem, Noah's son, lived long enough to tell that story directly to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You'll never catch that reading your Bible, but when you graph it out, it's like, wow, that's unbelievable. Do you know they're still talking about that flood in many cultures around the world? So far, 270 flood legends have been identified in different countries and cultures around the world. The Hawaiians have a legend that says, long after the death of Kunihana, the first man, the world became a wicked, terrible place to live. There was one good man left. His name was Nu'u. He made a great canoe with a house on it and filled it with animals. The waters came up over all the earth and killed all the people. Only Nu'u and his family were saved. One family saved in a boat full of animals. Sounds kind of like the Bible story, doesn't it? The Chinese have a legend called the Hiking Classic. They say that Fuhai is the father of their civilization. Fuhai is probably Noah, okay? The story says, Fuhai, his wife, 3 sons, and 3 daughters escaped a great flood. He and his family were the only people alive on earth. After the great flood, they repopulated the world. Interesting. Now, the Toltec Indians in Mexico have a very interesting story. They said the first world lasted 1,716 years and was destroyed by a flood that covered the highest mountains. One family named Cox survived. 1,716 years. Well, the Bible dates add up to 1656 from the creation to the flood. But that's not bad for a legend 4,000 years old. Question, why would there be nearly 300 flood legends? I think it's because there was a flood. That's my theory. Okay.
Yeah, that's my theory as well.
And a guy pushed off 2 girls. It was like a 615-foot cliff. And one girl actually survived. And this girl just graduated college, was set for life. But one day they decided to go to, like, you know the Cinderella castle in Disney? Like Disney? So they wanted to go to Germany to see that castle. Across from that castle is like a bridge where you can get better angles and better photos in it with it too, right? So the 2 girls were like just doing their own thing. Random guy comes up to them. They're like, oh yeah, there's this like really like romantic spot where it's like very secluded, but the best angle of the castle is there. I know everything here, like I can show you, right? So the 2 girls follow that guy to the really secluded area, and once it becomes like private, no one around, the guy tries to essay one of the girls, right? Grabs her, stuff like that. The girl's like pushing him away. Oh, I don't want to do like that. The other girl, the 22, I think they were both 22, 21. The other girl punches the guy and like tries to get the guy off the friend. The guy pushes both of them off the cliff. Taking this is a 615-foot drop, bro.
That is sad, man. That is sad.
The most convincing evidence of time travel. What happened? So there was a guy named Sergey. So he showed up. This is in Ukraine. And in 2006. But he's actually from like the 1950s. So in 2006, when he said he spawned there, he was in all these like old clothes. 1950s clothes, not even 2006 clothes. And all he had was his old camera, right? So the police were like, this is weird. Telling me that you're a time traveler, I need to see pieces of ID. He doesn't have ID. All he has, he says, go look at my photos on my camera. They're undeveloped, right? So police, they develop his camera. All they see is like random girl and him. It looks like the 1950s. So they're like, who is this girl? Sergey? He's like, yo, this is my girlfriend, but I haven't seen her in so long. So police, they were like, okay, what's that girl's name? We're gonna track her down.
Oh, so they go and look for her.
Yeah, they go and look for her. They type in her name, they find her. She's in her 70s. Sergey is in his 20s. How did he not age? So they asked the girlfriend, who is this to you? He's like, oh, this is my boyfriend. But that was back in the 1950s.
I wonder if this is real. Can anybody find me more prominent evidence on this entire story? At least something that's more in deep detail so we can react to. And just send it straight to my Discord below in the chat.
So y'all remember how we was talking about Planet Nibiru? Yeah, Planet X or the second sun, the 2 suns. Look right here. It's caught in 4K. It's caught in 4K. And the more and more videos that I keep seeing of this planet is getting bigger. Oh shit. What does getting bigger mean? It's getting closer. Yeah, it's getting closer. And then, you know, we got this climate change that's going on, right? Yeah, all the earthquakes, the volcanoes erupting, the oceans moving weird. Word on the street, it's because of this second sun. Look at this. It's been spotted in the sky for the past couple months. It's been here. Planet Nibiru. It's here. 4K. Right there. Let me know what y'all think about Planet Nibiru caught in 4K.
Y'all let me know, have y'all ever heard of Planet Nibiru? I've never heard of this. And I know sometimes people like to try to make up certain things to try to make it make sense or make some type of theory about it. But at the same time, like, if this is Captain, y'all call it for me down below in the chat, please. Because I don't know, to me it looked like it's a glare from the sun in the lens.
What? What is this? What is this? Hold on. So you mean to tell me that the UK is preparing their citizens to go to war with Russia in this generation? Do y'all not know that Gen Z is tired? We can't even get out of January of 2024. And we already, well, they're already preparing to go to war. The UK is a United States ally for those who don't know, right? So, with that being said, if they go to war, guess who's also going to try to get brought into the war? We will go to war if all the politicians send their kids first. And it's male and female, by the way. So if if all the politicians go, and all the millionaires and billionaires in this country go to war on the front lines, I will stand in that line to go to war. Other than that, I can't go. I can't even go anyway because my mom said no. She said I gotta be back home at 9. So I don't know what to tell you. Y'all have fun with that. I know the UK citizens are not going either. The United States not going either. So I don't know who's gonna be fighting who. Russia don't even got money to be funded to go to another war. How are they gonna go into another war if they don't even have money? Come on now.
Don't think that them folks ain't got money. But I have a question for you all down below. If drafted, would you let your kid go to war? Or would you do something to make sure that your kid does not go to war, or your husband, brother, or whoever? That's the question I have for you down below.
We're not going to the edge of the earth. Oh, but I wore my best fanny pack.
Okay, sirs. My father tricked you. He does not think that the earth is flat. He was just using you to get to our boat.
You lied to us? But we were so close. Like the North Pole and the South Pole. Oh, come on. You don't actually think the earth is flat, right? Of course I do. Why would you two lie to me? Because that's how they get rich? I find that hard to believe.
Look, if you agree to go, then I'll let you in on a secret. The earth is not flat, but it is hollow. We put this cap on it to keep krakens from eating people's boats.
Enough! You spearmongers have been talking down to us flat earthers for years. Yeah! Well, no more.
You open the hollow earth portal.
Wait! When the ocean water drains into the portal, it'll create a whirlpool that will suck Reagan's boat in. Well, no more.
You open the hollow earth portal.
Wait! When the ocean water drains into the portal, it'll create a whirlpool that will suck Reagan's boat in.
Bruce Almighty.
Welcome to the edge of flat earth.
It's true! It's really true! Take that empirical evidence! Oh.
Why are we drifting towards that huge waterfall? Holy shit. You made it to the edge, Harold. Yay! Let's go home.
Home? No way! I want to keep going!
But you can't. It's the edge.
Yeah, and when you go over it, it wraps around to the other side of the Earth, like in Pac-Man. Oh, I finally get to see Australia.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Harold, YouTube and Joe Rogan are lying for your money and attention. Most conspiracies are just capitalism.
Reagan, you fulfilled my life's dream. You don't have to come with me, but I'm going to a land down under.
Harold, wait! Listen, this is not the Earth's edge. This is the portal to the Earth's core. Remember the sea monsters on old maps? They're down there!
Okay, what do I look like, an idiot? Good day, man!
Don't feel bad, darling. He's in a better place now.
Yeah, come on, totally. Mole people, they're like 4 feet tall. They'll treat him like he's a king.
I'll be completely honest. I possibly would have done the same thing. Now, the only thing that I would have been upset with is leaving my entire family behind. But I do feel like that the wonder and the thrill could be worth a while.
This is the first stage, y'all. This is the very first stage. This is the first stage, y'all. This is the very first stage, y'all, to us becoming overtaken by AI and everything. Like, yes, this may seem cool and shit like this now, fun and games, but I think that it's a way deeper thing going on here. Look at this shit, y'all. Everybody wearing them Jones. Y'all don't think that it just like feel a little weird? And then y'all already know, like, basically Elon Musk, he already just got the first successful chip. So next thing you know, the chips is going to work with some shit like that.
That's true.
This is the first step to us becoming robots and becoming stuck in Oasis like Ready Player One. If y'all didn't see my last video, please watch that joint, y'all. This shit is like a little weird, bro. Look at that. You can't say that just don't look a little bodish, bro. Where do y'all think that they're going with this, y'all? Come to my page, click on the Instagram button, follow me on Instagram and YouTube. And wake up!
I think it reminds me of that movie Player One. I went to go see it at the movies and honestly it was amazing. But the reality behind that movie is honestly scary to know where the future could go.
He is back at it again. Geno Jennings has been calling out TD Jakes for the past few years. And now that everything has slowly started to come to light with the Diddy case and him being around that whole environment, this is what he had to say.
These preachers hang out with rappers.
Yes, they do.
They showed TD Jakes hanging out with Puff Daddy at his party.
My Lord, my
TD
Lord.
Jakes sitting right there at Puff Daddy's party while pole dancers are jumping up and down twerking and Bishop sitting there.
My Lord.
Right.
Now, obviously, TD Jakes wasn't too happy about this, so he ended up sending Jennings a warning email stating that if he kept on instigating, he was going to ban him and get him off his broadcast. And instead of doing that,
He told me he's appalled with my preaching. He said him and other international figures in America has contacted FCC to ban us off the air.
My Lord.
We had the media director contact him back and gave a better offer. I said, besides getting us off the air, give us an open challenge.
he is back at it again. Geno Jennings has been calling.
Man, they've been going at TD Jakes. That is weird though. Like, man, a lot have been going on with TD Jakes lately.
2016, while at a party with my wife, I was assaulted by a successful Hollywood agent. The assault lasted only minutes, but what he was effectively telling me while he held my genitals in his hand was that he held the power, that he was in control.
Has there been retaliation against you for what you are saying now to the public?
Thank you for your question, Senator. One specific incident of retaliation was I've done 3 movies called The Expendables with Sylvester Stallone. The producer of that film called my manager and asked him to drop my case in order for me to be in the 4th installment of the movie. 2016.
Wait. Is this real? Or is this another movie? Because I never seen this. I really don't hear nothing about Terry Crews in a while. Because this been why? Or am I tripping? But I literally haven't heard too much about Terry Crews in a while. I don't know if he's a retired actor or not. but I know he's an amazing comedian. That is wild. If this is real, I want to watch the full press of this of him in court. He definitely gave in because a lot of his scenes that he's played was pretty crazy.
Them to jail. Get ready for an explosive start to 2024.
What's going on?
It seems like our country has been built on a foundation of lies and scandals. Hillary Clinton is getting ahead of the game. She has turned off all comments on her social media. And why? Well, her beloved husband is about to be exposed as John Doe 36 in the upcoming list of the Jeffrey Epstein associates.
Wow.
But before you jump to conclusions, let's debunk one rumor. No, Obama will not be on that list.
Okay, hear me out. They said that Obama was not on that list. Okay, I mean, the list haven't even released yet, and that's something that we also talked about. It's a couple people names who have been blacked out of that list, you know, for I'm not sure what purposes, but I feel like people of that substance. So I feel like unless they release a complete list that was unmarked and uncovered from certain names, then I would possibly start saying who was not on there, who possibly could have been on there. But as of right now, the list has not released. So it's no telling. There's no 100% confirmation of everybody that is on that list. We just got to wait till the list drop, of course.
Jeffrey Epstein had that island long before his presidency, but that's a whole different story. So let's focus on the real shockers here, shall we? Because things are about to get real in just a few days. Send them to jail.
Man. Things are going to get real. We got like one more week. We got one more week and supposedly to things happen. You get what I'm saying? So we just go wait and see what's really going on.
Videos that can never be explained.
What?
A police body cam captures a lady vanishing out of nowhere.
Hey, how's it going?
I was speeding, wasn't I?
Yeah, and you completely blew past that stop sign in front of me.
I'm so sorry. I literally didn't even see it.
No
This
worries.
is my first time being pulled over.
All right, can I see your driver's license registration, please?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Here's my license, but this is my mom's car. So
Yeah, these are
Where are you
actors.
headed to where you're
This fake.
speeding and
This fake
missing
chat.
stop signs?
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's a birthday party.
Got it.
Not mine, but
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
no, of course not.
Yeah, this
All right.
fake.
Sit tight, Sarah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is
Where did she go?
Wow.
Sarah? What the heck? Sarah? 3201 to dispatch. Hi.
Yeah, this had to be some type of film. That was fake. I could tell by the beginning
Videos that
when
can
they was
never
doing
be
this right here.
explained.
Like you could tell that this is an edit. It's only this dude doing this, but you can see by his arms, those are edited arms. But whoever did this is cold at editing. But I'm not finna believe that. That was completely fake. You could tell by the interaction. Like, miss me with that. Yeah, I know I'm not finna sit here and believe everything, but they miss me with this. Like if you're not really paying attention to what's going on or you don't edit videos yourself, you possibly want to know what's going on that can be real. AI and CGI is a very big thing. Any cop in that situation, I probably have a lot of cops that watch me. If somebody disappear on y'all probably instantly go think that they got some type of firearm. So I will draw my weapon because I don't know where you done went. I don't know where you at. I don't know what she is. I'm drawing my weapon because right now I'm fearing for my life. Everybody right now can tell me this. If you pulled over somebody, even if you're not a cop and you a cop now, and you turn around and somebody disappear and you just staring, fam, you lost already because I would have drew my weapon. I probably would never fire, but if whatever's finna attack me, I need to at least defend myself.
Never put these foods in the refrigerator, otherwise you won't even know how you died. Number 3, ginger.
No.
Ginger has a lot of water and cannot tolerate low temperatures. Once refrigerated, water seeping inside will soften quickly, then a large number of bacteria multiply. Even if you cut off the moldy spots on the outer skin, there was also molded inside. In fact, it contains a surprising amount of mold. Once consumed, liver and kidney failure can quickly result. Number 2, onions. Onions are crops that are intolerant to low temperatures. Once placed in the refrigerator, starch is instantly converted to sugar at low temperatures. And mold can easily grow in the refrigerator. So the correct way to store onions is to store them tightly in a cool place. Number 1, garlic. Garlic sprouts quickly. Eggs will also go bad quickly after absorbing the smell of garlic. Sprouted garlic is prone to mold growth, eventually leading to cancer. The best way to preserve garlic is to seal it. Just isolate the oxygen flow.
What?
Never put these foods in the refrigerator.
Doing it wrong the whole way. I gotta go tell my fiance. She gonna be so mad. She'll be like, no, it's not true. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. I kept the onion in the shell and all that. Something new I learned today.
Today, I will using this. This is a PlayStation controller, DualSense. Using this controller, I'd like to show you an aspect of the software-defined vehicle.
Copyright, can't do it. No copyright. Let's see what's going on with this controller. It says that the controller can drive new electric vehicle being operated with a PlayStation 5 controller. What? Sony coming out with vehicles? Chat, Sony coming out with cars? Ain't no way. Ain't no wow. That is crazy. Controlled by a PlayStation 5 controller. Do you not know when these people hack? Boy, just imagine you in a Call of Duty game. And that mug look hard though. I give him that. I want to see how much on the dash though. But controlled by a PlayStation 5 controller is just crazy. Just imagine you in a Call of Duty game and somebody get a hold of your IP address. Let's talk about these thieves, especially in Atlanta. Just imagine you living in Atlanta. I know everybody got a PlayStation 5. This could be Atlanta, Miami, New York, wherever. Just imagine you in Atlanta, you park your car, somebody come up with a PlayStation 5 controller and Bluetooth they stuff, unlock your car and drive off with it. Nobody in the car. I'm trying to stop and buddy next to me like this trolling. Oh, bro, I got your car. Run me into off the edge or something. That'd be crazy, bro. But yeah, man, it seemed like it was pretty crazy. I honestly enjoyed this one. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about that, man. I feel like this episode had a lot of gems in it, and some things possibly was a little cap. You know, I mean, I tell you all the time, and I'm not here for the gimmicks. I will tell you if it's real or if it's fake. I'm not one of these other YouTubers who just go agree with every single thing. I'm not that type of person. If it's fake, it's fake. And I'm going to call it out. It's just me personally. But let's go ahead and get into it. And let's go. I'll see you all later.